Hi, welcome to Voices from the Streets. This is Sandy Griffin, and today I'm here with
Martin Holt.
Martin Holt, known as Marty.
Yeah.
I met Marty 6 years ago when I served the homeless, and today he graciously offered to, or said yes when I asked him if I could interview him.
Yeah.
So Marty, you live in Nashville now,
Yes.
and where did you move from?
I moved from Oakland County, Michigan.
And what made you come to Nashville?
Just by mistake. I put my finger on the map and said, "This is where I'm going to go."
So you didn't strap a guitar on and say, I'm going
No.
to make my millions and I'm going to be a country star.
No.
So you're the one that's in town that doesn't play an instrument. So when you came here, did you come by bus?
Yes.
Okay, you got to the bus station, and then what did you do?
I walked around for a while to look at the town, and then I went to find a place to go. And I went to go walk around on the street, and I run into this guy, and he said, "I'll show you where to go to get some sleep." And it was the Nashville Rescue Mission. And he said, "For $10, I'll take you over there." So I gave him $10, and he showed me where it is, and showed me right to the door, and I went to sleep.
And what did you feel safe there?
Yes and no. At the beginning, yes. Toward the end of it, no.
You say toward the end of it. How long, for what period of time did you go
I'd
to
say
the mission?
between 10 and 12 months.
Okay, and then after that, you were still homeless, right?
Right.
And so where did you go then?
I stayed on the street for about 5 years, 6 years.
And did you work in that time?
Yes, I worked the whole time when I was on the streets.
And
Paid my child support, and
okay.
it took all the rest of my money.
So when you did that and you would go find a place to sleep at night, was it always the same place or was it different places?
It was always the same place.
And where was that?
It's behind a church on a bench downtown.
And why a bench?
Because it's a gentleman that was there, and I feel safe, and it was lit up. And when I stayed there, all the people came with me, and we gathered. We were a group.
So strength in numbers.
Yes, and the but a bunch of my friends was there. So.
And you said something once about a security guard.
Yeah. The security guard that walked around and
where was the security guard from?
I can't remember where.
From a building around there?
The church, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so he came and made sure you were okay.
Every night.
Okay.
Yep. And he would come in, he would walk around us, and he'd say good morning to us in the morning. And he said, "The only thing I ask that you guys do is leave at 6 o'clock. Because the other shift comes in." So.
Okay. So he was actually doing you a favor.
Yes, he was. He was a very good guy.
So what was the hardest part about being homeless?
Being ignored and not being loved and not having a place to lay your head. It was a really hard thing.
Well, yeah, because at 6 o'clock, it was a time when you didn't work, you couldn't sleep in.
No.
You had to get up and get going.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me about the camaraderie on the streets between people. I mean, obviously there's some you learned to stay away from.
Yeah, some people we learned to not. Some places we didn't go, and early in the morning we'd go to the day labor place and sit there and see if we go out during the day. And I mean, I was lucky; I had a regular ticket, so a lot of people. We'd sit there for 2 or 3 hours during the day. And then we'd go to the library. Then we'd go all kinds of other places.
You know, you bring up the library, and Nashville has a wonderful library downtown. And they are very gracious about letting the homeless come in and spend time there.
Yeah, about 8 years ago, that just recently happened.
Okay.
About 8 years ago, it wasn't like that. They were iffy on the subject of the
Yeah,
homeless
because
people.
now on the third floor, they've actually put long tables with computers, and the homeless hang out up there. And, of course, there's a security guard, you know. But so that's been nice. So let me think. What something else I was going to ask you. So if you could tell people anything about the way they treat the homeless, because a lot of people have this misconception in their head, and they make sure their doors are locked when they see the homeless, and they don't want to make eye contact,
Yeah,
and
they shun them. Yeah,
they shun them. That's a good word. If you could give people that are in their houses feeling secure any advice when they see the homeless out, what would it be?
make eye contact with them and be friends with them, because they're not all bad people. They just want to be loved, is the right word for them.
Just like everybody else, they just want to be loved. And you know what? So many of them try to get jobs and they have problems getting jobs. Now, about 2.5 years ago, I got a call from someone. You were getting trained in culinary, and
Right.
I got a call from someone saying that you needed a job to pay your child support.
Right.
And I happened to know someone out at Nissan, and Nissan employs like 8,000 or
Yeah, 9, 10,000 people.
10,000 people, and they make Nissan cars. And it's 13 miles from here, you said?
Yeah,
And so you went and interviewed. So you've been working in the kitchen there. Doing what?
I've been cooking all the food, doing the inventory, just all kinds of things. I
And
mean,
what shift are you on?
I'm on the third shift, but it's that's the only tough thing about it, is third shift.
Okay, so when you started working there, you got a room real close to the area, and that became too expensive.
Right.
And then you went and stayed in a discipleship house. So where are you living now?
At your house.
You know what? Last Christmas Eve, you came over, and you came over with the guys that were homeless, guys that were formerly homeless, and we had people here to have snacks and food and spend Christmas Eve. And then you happened to mention that you were going to have to move, and I said, well, maybe you can move in here. And you said, really? And I said, I don't know. Let me think about it. And it just worked out. You work nights, and so what has been the best part about living here?
Family.
Family.
And I can come home without any quibbles about, I lay my head and have a place to sleep, and it's all family. We love each other, and it's bonding.
Is it just you and I?
No, it's everybody. It's Eric.
Okay, Eric lives in a discipleship house, used to be homeless, and
Scotty and everybody.
our friend Richard comes over. He
Yeah,
helps.
Richard's-
He's real involved with the homeless ministry.
Right.
Picks up things in his truck.
He does
barbecues for us.
yeah.
Helps out with whatever we have.
Babysits Bo.
Babysits Bo. And,
Takes Bo for a walk.
okay, so tell us when I'm traveling. Yes. So tell us about Bo. What's your relationship with this boy?
I love him. He's my family. I mean, he loves me too. He shows me it.
Well, it's funny because he sleeps with me in bed at night, and when you come home in the morning, all of a sudden he jumps off the bed, the door is open, he comes running, sometimes sliding through the house at you, and he's just so excited. But then he can also smell the food on your pants, so he's sniffing you, and he wants you to hold him, and it's like he's so excited he can't contain it. So I look forward to you coming home, just even having Bo run towards you and get excited.
Yeah, he's a great person. He loves me.
And that's it. He's a great person. So,
And he's a person. He's not.
Exactly. So, you know what? I want to thank you for joining us here today. I'm Sandy Griffin from Voices from the Streets. This is Marty Holt. And we just want you to have the opportunity to get to know the homeless, formerly homeless, and to love them, and to give them a chance to tell their story,
Exactly.
to be looked at. And just by eye contact and saying hello shows love. So I'm just inviting you to make friends with one homeless person. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again next time on Voices from the Streets.